Hey everyone, welcome to the road to Avengers Doomsday. I'm Jonathan, and every single month I'm going back through the MCU, revisiting each movie and showing you how to make custom LEGO minifigures from every single Marvel film leading up to the culmination in Avengers Doomsday. We've made it a long way so far, so be sure to hit like and subscribe, and let's get into today's movie starting now. Hey guys, we finally made it to Ant-Man and the Wasp, and if you're watching this video exactly when it's posting, I do want to apologize that it's a little bit late. I've been trying to do these once a month leading up to Avengers Doomsday, but the reality is I had a giant trip that took place over the entire month of September, and I just couldn't get this video out before I left. That being said, we're here today, and if you're watching this way in the future, I guess this intro doesn't matter all that much. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video now, showing you how to make every character from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Alright, we'll kick things off with Cassie Lang. I used these mid-sized legs and the torso from America Chavez from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, as well as the hands and head from Lex from Jurassic World, although it's come in other places. More specifically, I suppose it's Jurassic Park, and I used this long brown hair to tie the look together. Up next, we've got Luis and Kurt, and I'm not going to make Dave because, well, T.I. is a very weird person in real life, and I just don't feel like highlighting him on the channel anymore, to be honest with you. That being said, we've got Luis and Kurt here. Luis uses the torso from Harry Potter with black legs and the hands and head from Tasu Leech from Star Wars, as well as this regular flat black hair up top. Then for Kurt, I used the head from Dr. Raymond Stantz from Ghostbusters, or it was also used on the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent from Marvel, with the torso from Knight Rider with dark blue legs and the Elvis style hair. And I love this expression for the face because it looks like he just saw the Baba Yaga. Up next, we've got Maggie and Paxton. Now, I don't think that these are the most accurate figures I've ever put up on the channel, so I just kind of went more for the general outfit vibes than exact screen accuracy. That said, for Maggie, we've got this kind of like strawberry blonde hair there, come in a lot of places like Agent 13 from Marvel, but again, a lot of other places. Then the head is from Claire Dearing from Jurassic World, with the torso from Pepper Potts from Iron Man 3 and black legs. We also use black legs on Paxton with this torso from the Harry Potter series as well. Then the hands and head from Namor from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and some regular black hair. Up next, we've got Hank Pym, and this is the general design I use for Hank Pym from just about every movie at this point, with khaki legs, this torso that came in the Monster Fighter sets back in the day, excuse me. It's also come in a lot of other places, like the Build-A-Minifig station at the Lego store and all that. Then these arms with the printing on them come from Grip Hook from Harry Potter, with tan hands, the head from Dumbledore, and this awesome hairpiece that, of course, comes from Commissioner Gordon from the Lego Batman movie. For Agent Jimmy Woo, I used the legs and torso from Agent Coulson from the LEGO Marvel line of sets, with the hands and head from Dr. Woo from Jurassic World, and some flat top black hair. Now that brings us to Ant-Man. This is one of my favorite customs I've ever made on the channel, and all these years later, I still think it's held up exceptionally well. That being said, the torso and legs come from the original Ant-Man and the Wasp minifigure from 2018. Then, of course, these arms have black arms with red printing that come from the Surfer guy from the LEGO CMF series, and of course, the helmet comes from the Endgame version of Ant-Man, which I think is really the best we've gotten, at least as of this video. So I think that all of that adds up really well together, and I love how this figure looks. Up next, we've got the Wasp, and this, of course, is the version from Avengers Tower. As of this video, she's exclusive to that set, so, you know, unfortunately, she is quite expensive to get, but that helmet looks so good, as do the translucent wings, and the only upgrades here are using the handcuff trick to cut the chain off of handcuffs so that you could put those stingers on her wrists by putting the handcuff pieces back on. Then, of course, the legs are the printed legs from Aisha from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Here we've got Ghost, of course, a great figure that came in that 2018 Ant-Man and the Wasp set, and the only upgrade I made here are adding these printed legs from one of the Imperial Engineer characters from Star Wars. Now, in case you've never seen this figure, let's flip it around, because you can see that they actually printed Ava's head on the back, so you could see that, and I suppose you could add some hair there if you wanted, but I always thought they put a lot of detail into this figure, and it'll be interesting to see if we get Thunderbolt sets and maybe get Ghost again. Who knows? Alright, up next we've got Bill Foster. I loved his role in this movie, and as a diehard Ant-Man fan, it's just so cool to see every little corner of the Ant-Man universe represented throughout these movies. That being said, Lawrence Fishburne plays Bill Foster, and he's got those big glasses he wears in this movie. Well, there aren't a ton of Lego heads that have glasses to begin with, so I used this head from the new Pharrell Williams set. He has like a little frame that says "My Friends," and I used that to get this. Now, I also pulled the hands from Mordo from the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum set. Then I used the torso from Franklin with the hair from Finn from Star Wars up top and black legs to finish the figure. There's that awesome scene at Cassie's school where Scott gets stuck in mid-size, so to do this, I used this hood piece, which came from Wonder Woman, to show the hoodie pulled up over his head, with the head from Poe Dameron from Star Wars, which I think looks quite a bit like Scott Lang. The torso is Jerry Seinfeld flipped around, with the long arms from any of the Avatar Na'vi characters, and what I like is it makes the sleeves look longer, like his hands would be inside, but since he's mid-sized, the hoodie is too big. Speaking of him being mid-sized, I used short legs to make him look shorter, and it's really funny when you see him standing next to Wasp here, how small he is, and I think it works really great. And finally, we've got Sonny Birch. To build this, it's actually pretty simple, and I changed the design a lot from the last showcase I did for this movie, where I used this pushback hair from Harry Potter. I don't remember the figure it came from, but I'm sure someone in the comments will. The head comes from Han Solo with that smug look on it. Then, of course, their torso and legs come from Ross from Friends the TV series. So let's zoom out and wrap up this video and call it a day. Alright guys, be sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until next time,